you like to feel it? Wouldn't you like to feel it? Would you like to feel it? Do you want to feel it a little bit more? A little bit more? You want to touch it? You want to feel it? You want to touch it? You want to feel it like you're actually really touching it, but you're touching it from within inside. Inside your mind, when you cry, you feel it, but yet no one's touched you. Your sentiments are the sediments which sit at the bottom of any lake, which is the salt. So you shouldn't rock the boat, which is all in all is, where am I going? Why is my hair so white? Because I've been sitting in the dust. The dust, beigey in color, gray in color, turns you a little whiter and lighter. Seems like when you get old, you light up. The gray is a lot brighter than black. Where are we going with this? I was just watching the halftime show with Michael Jackson. I do not remember which Super Bowl it is, but the stage was Rubik's Cube low shoe mixed. It was a pyramid. Pyramids are made in more than one level below the ground. Therefore, above the ground, it must be understood in the same factor. We must enhance the vision, our vision. And with the enhancement of the vision is actually a movement of thought within your own mind. Michael Jackson could have been black or white. Then we have to go back to the Super Bowl. What he sings, how he dances. They showed 3 Michael Jacksons. One that popped up on top of the screen on the scoreboard. One on one scoreboard, one on the other scoreboard. Was it him, or was it just a look-alike that was too far away? Size? What size is it? What time is it? What time is it? Like, what's the difference what time it is? Do you have somewhere to go? I have somewhere to be, so I need to know what time, so when the time comes, I can be going. I gotta go, I gotta arrive, I have to be there because someone's waiting for me. And if I'm not there, I screw it up for somebody else, or do I at all? If you must always pay the way, it only costs you and no one else. And that's what you think. Your reflection of yourself and how you feel is more than anything you can think. The shrine. The size of a diamond and the kind of holder it sits in. How do you support one gem? You support a gem over here, is that right? But if I support it on this angle, at the same time I can use the same instrument to stick an X, and now I can hold a diamond on each side. If you don't, it's linear. See, this is linear. I don't have to put anything over there, just over here to connect it to somewhere else. If I connect it on both sides, it's now a rotation, and it's circular. It's going around and around. Size 8 diamond. Then I decided, this is a commercial. It's not the Michael Jackson commercial. It's the commercial that comes on with my YouTube right now. So they were talking about size 8 diamond. So now we have to know all about the 8. First, we had to measure off the size. 19 and 9 is 28, 38, 46, 51. Size of Mars. The shrine in size is the shrine in 9. 0. In French, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 all end in ZE. But really and truthfully, these letters are all the letters that are in the word Einstein. The only letter you're missing is the T. And actually not, because that can be the T right here. Because this N is turned sideways to a Z. The French and the English say I and E for the opposition sound. E is I and I is E. And S only shows up in the first 18 when you bring out the family member of R. The sound of the A family and the position of the R letter is 18 and 1 is 19 equaling to S. We now have the size of Mars, which is all the question is, why are we asking for the size? Why do we want to put Einstein's theory based on size of an extension for a different kind of understanding, as long as everybody can actually understand that when you hold a ruler this far apart, it's 8 inches. But it's not. It's only 3. It's not 8, it's 3. Have you noticed what I did with the 8 and the 3? I stopped saying size. I also didn't say inches or centimeters. So now 8 versus 3 It's actually the same thing. If I go to the other side of the world, you look at that, you go, oh, a tree. I look at it, I go, 8. Maybe I'm talking about the 2 trees. My 2 arms, they're trees. Sounds like 3s. They're 2 trees. We're going to get to something else right now. The reason why I made this video, 48 times 1.8, and this is how we'll do it. 8 times 8 is 64. 0, Zion, Israel. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 equals to your 24. If you add up 1, 2, 3, 4, it equals to 10. 10 is X Roman numerals. But if you multiply 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, you end up with 24. 24x is also the X letter. 24x plus 10 equals 34. It's also the match for the Roman numerals. 4 is also a match that when it's 16, 3 by 16, Red Hot Chili Peppers coming to the 48th Super Bowl. 16 divided by all the way of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. 4 and 4, 4 times 4 is P and H. The way we get the P and H level of letters to sound like F for the reason that P and H equals to X all in itself. So how many ways have we gone so far to create this X? We added up 1, 2, 3, and 4. We multiply 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 is 24 and 10 is 34. And now it says 1. It says 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 10. When you add this together, it's also 10. And the Roman numerals, which is 10, and the addition of the X, which is the 24th letter. And everything keeps surrounding 6 and 4. And that's the only east-west world, unless it's John Travolta. Low shoe style. Top left corner 4, bottom right corner in the 9th position 6. If it was on the keyboard calculator, it would be the 3. If it was on your telephone, it would be the 9. In low shoe, it's in the 6th corner. Unless you look from low shoe upside down, it would be the top right, which will usually be the 1 key, in which the 1 key doesn't have any instrumental effects on it, but the 1 key on your telephone or the bank machine will show you 2 letters. And they both add up to 8, Q and Z. Multiply 2 times 48 equals 96, minus 2 times 48, 96. The total is like this. Now let's see if I'm not wrong. 10 times 48 is 48. 8 times 40 is 32. 8 times 8 is 64. So how would we do this? This is the 8 on the right. 8 times 8 is 64. 4, carry the 6. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 6 is 38. 38.4. 38.44 over here to the far right. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 4 is 13. 6, 8, 16. Put the 6 over here. Put the 1 over here. 3 and 4 is 7. There's 2 ways to do it. Did you see the answer? 764. Now there's a mistake in here, but I found it somewhere else all in its own. But I'm talking about Celsius and temperature, which when I total out the total of 480 and 384, 384 is 6 times 8 times 8. 48 is 2 times a 10-day period equaling to 20 days. The 20-day period, which brings out, the 20-day period, which brings out 240 hours per 10 days equals to 480. 480 and 384 is 764. Would you like to see a little bit deeper? Write down 7, write down 6, write down 4. It says God. These numbers here represent God. Now I'm going to go and look at it again. I'm going to put my head down, okay, to see if I have to see something. I'm turning my camera around while I do the calculation, and I'm going to be silent for a minute because I want to do it right. I could have made a mistake so big that it's going to tell you a different story. But I was also talking about Michael Jackson. Okay, where's a pen? Get me a pen. Give me a pen. 48 over 1.8. 8 times 8 is 64. And Ronnie, I thought you said you were going to be quiet. Oh, you're talking. Oh, why don't you show these guys one little picture? See the mouse or the wolf? You see the man on top of it? The Maharaja? It's between your eyes you do the thinking, my friends. You see the little man at the end? The Christmas hats? Christmas hats? Christmas hats. 8 times 8 is 64, carry to 6. 8 by 4 is 32, is 384. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. 4. 8 and 8 is 16. 6 and this 1. 864 is the actual answer. So it's a different answer than what I mentioned. So the temperature, okay, the temperature, 48 degrees is 864 plus 32, which is 896. Okay. Now I'd have to show you this now. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Temperature comes out to 896. The other thing I wanted to bring here, 4 goes here, 7 goes here. This becomes 7 and 4. This becomes 7, 7, 4. It becomes 4, 7, 7, 4. In which is 57, 75. Okay. So let me write this down. 47. Okay, now here, 5, 7 times equals, hold on, 7 times 5 equals to 35. 5 and 7 equals to 12. Okay, equals to, this is 57, 75, and this is 89, and this is 47, 74. This, my friends, over here is the year we come into right now, 5775. They call it the orphan child. They call it time of Orpheus and Orpheus. 5 times 7 is 35. The reflective 1010 world is 5775. If you're going into the 7 world, this number would be over here 4, and this would be number 2. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, number 42. What did you say? She sells seashells by the seashore? But I thought it was a Shelby. Get up and go. This is what you have. Now if you go 13 moons times 4774, in which time, T-I-M-E, is 47. Christ on the cross is 74. The reverse half of this is 37, and it's the low count for Nibiru. So now when I go 13 moons times 4774, 3 by 4 is 12, 2, 1, 1 and 7, 7, 21, 22 and 2, 3 by 7 is 21 and 3 by 4 is 12 and 1 is 13. Let's start off with the skull bones. Talking about time, 13, M. This is a Mack truck, my friends. This is ABC all over again. 3 times 22, 2 by 2 by 3. This is in another column. 13 is in another column. Put 3 between 2 and we end up getting 11, 11. And I've gotten this number over and over again during the Super Bowl because Seattle kept scoring 23 points. But in this Super Bowl it was a little different because they got the 15 points instead of the 14 points or the 17 points. So we have 47, 74. Now we go 0, 2. And 2 carry the 2. And now we got to go 3 and this, and 3 and this, and 1, and 2, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 4, and 1. This is what I'm trying to get to right here. 654, the Federation, okay? Federation, Ace Fed, a Fed, FEMA, whatever you want to call it, but this is the number right here. It says it right here. 146554. 3 by 4 is 12. 3 times 7 is 21. 22, carry the 2. 3 by 7 is 21. With 2 is 23. Carry the 2. 3 by 4 is 12, make it 13. 1 times 4 is 4. You see the box is wrong. I knew the box was wrong. 4774, 13, 13, 3, 22. 0. 1 times 4, 1 times 7, 1 times 7, 1 times 4. 2, 6, 0, 1, 2. 2, 6, 0, 1, 5. Now you tell me This is not true. Denver Broncos scored 6 points, then 2 points. The total points in the game were 51. Do I have to say anything more? What is this? This is a 6 and this is an 8. 51062. Now, this is a 6 and this is an 8. Okay? I don't even know what to tell you right now about that. I don't even know if that number is right. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. That's 5. Yes, the number's right. This is an 8. This is 6. The number, okay, the reflection of 6 is 8. This is area 0, 2015, 2015. If all zeros are 6s, then all 6s are zeros. 215. 2 eggs. I don't even know what to explain to you. Do you want me to tell you what I do want to explain? Because I seem to be all over the place right now. See this? If you're in computers, oh, is it to my right side 1, or is it to my left side 1? 1 to 0, position between the two, to 1. 1, 0, 1. Question. If I was a train and going around the board, I would be corner to train to corner to train to corner to train. If all trains are 5 and all corners are 0, I'd be 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5. If I'm at 0, 5, just like I would be 0, let's say I was 0, left, right is 1. Okay, now I'm 0 where the train station is, position number 5. If you move any side of number 5, you get number 6. 0 equals 6. You're not staying on the train. You get off the train. To your left, to your right, you have 606. 606 becomes 808. Because you're never just, if you're a person, and you're a birth, and you're born, and you're living, you're 678. The heart which chooses within. And within the spirit world, you're nothing without the connection. So you're, of all 3 worlds, the world that transfers the information and the reader of the card within you, and then the expression of the English language through which I exalt myself. The other thing I was going to tell you about this, okay, in which I didn't finish yet, that says God. It also says the doghouse. It's also part of the Einstein theory inside of this. Size. Size 8. There's a diamond commercial on right now on YouTube saying size 8, size 8, size 8. So I told you that's what I get, number 51. And then I get 51 over here. This is Queen Mars. Queen Mars. You saw what happened at the Super Bowl. Did you see what they had? It said everybody be... The minute just before Mars Bruno came on, there were some kids singing. And it said behind them in a red sign, prepare, 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 prepare. That's what they were singing. Prepare, prepare. Okay? 51. Okay? 062. If we took this and removed it, this side would be 11, this side would be 14. 11 is K, 14 is N. We bring back the nav, the navigator that comes back into this area of the world we are in right now. We are going into a new era. I have some stuff I wrote down. We're going into a new time. See the way they, imagine if these were curly ponytails. These are 3 circles. Can you see the 3 circles? See the I in the middle? But if I turn it this way, it becomes the H. But if I turn it this way, it becomes something completely different. You see the M that's sitting in there? You see the B on one side? Is it a thread? Did anybody send a thread? Or was it a threat? Same word. Same confusion. O and A? No. How about U and A? Connect your letters to number 22. The last thing I want to say, okay, before we move these. You want to talk about size? Well, this looks like an S, I, Z. The only thing you're missing is the E, but the connection through here shows you the E automatic. It's not a circle. Can't stop a circle, but you can stop something with a flat side. You need a flat side to stop it. Squish the tire. The tire is always flat. It's the flat part of the tire turns on the road. Last thing but not least, the letter A. Okay? When you put A-H-J-K-A-R, it says a joker. In the Hebrew language, that if you put, okay, the H second and then the R, it would say ashar, asher, asher midachanu. Something in Hebrew, asher barcha banu. Something is Hebrew about that A letter, and it repeats it. I don't know if we have a Jewish side or a Jewish Hebrew. That's why all our foods, look at all your foods. All your foods say I-core, and they always say East-core, and all kinds of stuff. They're always saying something kosher, but in Hebrew most of the time. I don't know why. Anyways, what I want to show you right now is the A is the first letter. The H is the eighth letter in basic. And I'm going to learn this another way because it tells a big story. 1 and 8. The A is the sound of the A. The AH is a hard sound of the A, and the R is a soft sound, but the A is present before the R and not after the R, making them 3 unique letters as 2 and 1, in which J and K, the A is after it, and sound hard. So you can put car, K-A-R, and you can put jar together because the R is in the same position. It does not need to be switched for sounds. But look at this. A and H is 1 and 8. The R is 18, so it took the A and H to create the R in numerological numbers. Basic and simple. The R18 plus the H8 plus the A1 equals 27, which could be red, or the big red dog. Why? 2 times 7, 2 plus 7 is 14. It's 9. 14 is N, 9 is I, 2 is B, G is 7, the total is 23W, says win big red. At the same time, when you add them up, isn't it incredible the way the 3 say win big red? Now the question is, listen to this, 27, the number 27, or 2 and 7, the second letter in the alphabet is B, and it's just after A, the first one letter that we started with. The second letter we went to was H. It's the 8th letter. But we repeated the total of the count to 2 and 7. It's 1 number after A, and it's 1 before H, and it's B and G, and it says win big red dog, and the numbers calculate towards each other, and it's not me, just ask and I'll explain it again, and I'm not done, because now I'm going to start doing the whole alphabet to explain it to you, in which when you put these together, okay, number 88 or number 18 or who scored the touchdown in the football, it says time heaven, 828, HTH is time heaven, the connecting worlds between I and I. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Just want to say one thing. Okay, I come on here and I do these videos, and if no one watches me, it's sad and it's ugly. And I come on here and I do these videos and I get some bad mouth, and it's ugly. But I come on here, and I came on here at the beginning because I had a belief in something in this world. I had a vision of something, and I didn't want to forget. So I shared it with myself. Whacked out of my mind in a different world at the time it all began. I believed in this for 10 years, and I don't want to forget. So I put it in my star system. So if somebody really doesn't like it, it's not about what you like. Okay? It's how you can put your 2 cents in and say something about what you don't like, so then we can see the better of the difference of what the reality and difference is between me, you, and when I speak about it, the rest of us. It's like a TV show. We're all on here, we're going to badmouth it or say something good, but we're going to share and we're going to grow and we're going to learn to communicate and get along and understand for the better of the world forever and ever, eternal life, 49 eternal life, 47 the time within the eternal life, and 48 is the square space between the 49, in which 56 is now the communication on one side, and 46 is the east-west life of the March of Jerusalem, if you want to call it that, in which the 46 east-west life is connected to 37, which seems somehow to be the connection of Nibiru's spirit, some kind of robotic, bionic planet that runs around the the meteor, or the belt, the, what do you want to call it, that beltway out there, in which apparently Maldek gave its life for it, in which what I believe is Maldek has something to do with a reflection of a vibration in communication. I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. I have a vision. I see, and I just say what I feel is inside of what I see. And it's only what you can see and say, other than just putting me down and saying, do not like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me that you don't care what I'm doing, because then when you don't like it, then your won't mean anything other than another person who won't spend a little bit of extra time to try and see whether or not the vision has a purpose within others and himself or herself. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. It's only up to you. You will not know if you are with me or with us, or if we are in good heart together, if you're not here. This is not a propagandic move that I come in here to do. All I'm looking for is peace, to know that I can lie down in the middle of the street and know that everybody's going to go around me instead of beeping their horn. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, in the countdown year of 277 days starting January 1st. Thank you.